Podcast script: Building the Future, Construction in Europe. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's podcast. Our topic is both fascinating and practical: the evolution of construction in Europe. This episode is designed not only to inform you about modern building practices, but also to help you expand your English vocabulary. So, let's begin our journey through bricks, steel, glass, and innovation. When we think about Europe, the image that often comes to mind is a blend of history and modernity. Medieval cathedrals, Renaissance palaces, industrial factories, and contemporary skyscrapers all stand together as part of one landscape. Construction in Europe has always been more than just building shelters. It has been about identity, culture, and the vision of the future. One of the most important aspects of construction in Europe is sustainability. In recent decades, architects and engineers have recognized the urgent need to reduce carbon emissions and energy consumption. As a result, many European cities are at the forefront of green building technologies. For example, in countries like Germany and Denmark, energy-efficient housing is not a luxury but a standard expectation. You may have heard of the concept of a passive house. This term refers to a building that requires almost no energy for heating or cooling. It relies on excellent insulation, airtight construction, and renewable energy sources such as solar panels. By using such methods, European construction companies are demonstrating how architecture can protect the planet while also providing comfort for residents. But sustainability is not the only trend. Urbanization has transformed the way buildings are designed. Europe has many ancient towns with narrow streets and historic centers. Therefore, modern construction must find a balance between preserving heritage and introducing innovation. Imagine the challenge of installing modern infrastructure such as underground transportation or high-speed internet without damaging centuries-old monuments. This requires creativity, negotiation, and sometimes even compromise. Another essential concept is modular construction. In several European countries, buildings are now created using prefabricated units. These modules are manufactured in factories and later assembled on-site. This technique reduces construction time, lowers costs, and minimizes environmental damage. It also illustrates how technology is revolutionizing the way we think about housing and commercial spaces. Let us also consider the role of materials. Traditional European architecture relied heavily on stone, wood, and clay. Today, we see a fusion of old and new. Steel and glass towers rise next to brick houses, and recycled materials are incorporated into design. In France and the Netherlands, architects are experimenting with bamboo and other renewable resources which are both strong and environmentally friendly. Of course, construction is not only about materials and methods. It is also about human experience. European cities prioritize public spaces, pedestrian-friendly streets, and social housing projects. For instance, in Scandinavia, new housing developments often include shared gardens, bicycle lanes, and community centers. These features are not just decorative, they promote social interaction and a healthier lifestyle. Another factor shaping construction in Europe is government regulation. The European Union has established strict building codes related to energy performance, fire safety, and accessibility. These rules ensure that new buildings are safe, sustainable, and inclusive for people with disabilities. For students of English, words like legislation, compliance, and regulation are useful terms to remember when discussing construction policies. Now let us take a moment to highlight some vocabulary that is useful at an IELTS level. Infrastructure: the basic systems and services that a city needs, such as transportation, water, and energy. Renovation: the process of improving or restoring an old building. Durability: the ability of a material to withstand wear, pressure, or damage. Innovation, the introduction of new methods, ideas, or products. Sustainability, the ability to maintain something over time without harming the environment. Aesthetics, the principles of beauty and artistic design. Resilience, the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, which in construction refers to how well buildings withstand natural disasters. If you are preparing for IELTS, try to practice sentences with these words. For example, modern European construction emphasizes sustainability and resilience in order to reduce environmental impact. Let us not forget the cultural dimension of European construction. Architecture is often seen as a reflection of national identity. For example, Spanish architects are famous for their artistic designs, such as the works of Antonio Gaudí in Barcelona. Meanwhile, the minimalist style of Scandinavian houses communicates simplicity, efficiency, and harmony with nature. Technology also plays a vital role in shaping the future. Smart buildings are becoming increasingly popular. These structures use sensors, automation, and artificial intelligence to manage lighting, temperature, and security. In London, Paris, and Berlin, smart offices and residential complexes are already transforming the urban landscape. Yet, despite these advancements, challenges remain. The European construction industry faces labor shortages, rising costs of raw materials, and the pressure to meet ambitious climate targets. However, these obstacles often stimulate new solutions, encouraging engineers and architects to think outside the box. In conclusion, construction in Europe is a story of balance between past and future, tradition and innovation, economy and environment. For language learners, it provides a rich field of vocabulary and ideas. For society, it represents a pathway towards a more sustainable and inclusive future. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. I encourage you to reflect on the buildings around you and ask yourself, how do they reflect the culture, values, and vision of the place where you live? By connecting architecture with language learning, you not only improve your English but also gain a deeper understanding of the world we share.